Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with a layout using the May Scraptastic kit, and it is the Daylight and the Story I Heard kits, and I'm showing you some of the products that I may be using. And this is the first layout using this kit, and I was so excited to move on. I mean, I did 18 layouts, which normally I can get, quite a bit more than that from a kit, but I think I used a lot of pattern paper as the background, and I had one full sheet of pattern paper left, and I'll show it when I do my Kill a Kit video. I really did not like it, and that was the reason why I don't mind. If I would have thought of it, I would have given it away at the crop while I was there. And I'm using this background pattern paper. I believe it's from Echo Park, and it has the stars on the side. It's just awesome. I love this new kit. I'm actually finishing up layout 10 from this kit. We're June 23rd. I'm doing a couple of voiceovers, and I'm so far ahead. But by the time you guys get to see this, it'll be like in July, and I think I have 6 or 8 extra videos uploaded to YouTube just waiting to be released. And I have a few things that I'm working on, and hopefully I'll be able to share soon. Now this is a template from Jelly Bean Soup, and sorry I cannot say what the name is because I threw out the packaging, and now I just have the stamp set. It comes with a stamp set and a stencil. The stamp set is called Butterfly, but I think if you just look under Jelly Bean Soup, and I got it at Simon Says Stamp, and it's awesome. It comes with templates that actually sticks onto your page, and then you just peel it off when you're done. Wash it with soap and water. I have to say, the black, I'm going to use some black ink with the butterfly definition stamp, I guess, and it does not come off the template. I mean, that, whatever, it bothers me, but it doesn't. It's like I can't do anything about it. Like, I got up right away and I went and washed it, and it still stained it. So it is what it is. It's still going to work, and I love that template. I love how detailed the butterflies are. So I just took some Hero Arts Butter Bar ink, and I'm inking up all those butterflies. Now I'm going to take I believe I took my Memento ink and inked the definition stamp, and then I'm going to stamp right over top. And then I'm just going to peel off the template, and the little butterflies are sort of distressed. It's really cute. I really, really love this template and stamp set. And I'm sure, it was the first time I used it, but I'm sure it won't be the last time. Another thing is, I pushed really hard thinking, well, I got to go because the template, and then the words are a little, I guess, blurry, which just adds to the distress. But I think next time you can tell I got my fist on it and I'm pushing. I don't think I needed to be that physical with it. I think it would have been just fine. So you can tell, like, on the template, it's still, like, it's really, really messy. So I believe at this point I'm going to walk away, and I'm going to go wash the template. Okay, so it skips ahead a little bit because I was at a scrapping weekend and both batteries were dead. So I did a little bit of stuff. All I did was I matted the photo, and it was a blue pattern paper with some white dashes. And I mounted, it's a 5x7 photo of my grandson, and he is just so cute. I miss him so much. I haven't seen him in 3 or 4 weeks. And the last time I saw him, I just took a whole bunch of pictures, and then I just went and got a whole bunch developed, about 300 pictures that I got developed. Not all of him, but newer pictures. And there was a few of him, and I got them all blown up to 5x7. And then I took that star pattern paper and I cut it to, I'd say, probably about 4.5 by 7. And then I offset it with the photo. Then I took out a bunch of Project Life cards and I'm going to add it to this layout. So there's one with a butterfly. The other one is teal and white stripes and then a grid so I can do the journaling. The back side of that star paper is the aqua and white polka dots, so I cut a piece of that. And there was a lot of harsh lines, so there's a couple of pattern papers that I'm going to round the edges using my punch from Project Life, Becky Higgins, just to kind of keep it with the, you know, the tone of the Project Life cards. I'm taking some navy ink from Hero Arts and I'm inking all the edges. So sometimes I'm on a kick that I outline everything, and sometimes I'm on a kick where I ink everything. Just depends how I feel, I guess. It's not, I don't really think about it, I just kind of do it. And this one here, at some point with, I'm going to add some butterflies and I'm going to add some little trails with the butterflies using a pen. So where I was using, you know, making kind of outlines with that, I just wanted to ink the edges and make the pattern paper stand out. So again, this was done at the crop that I was at. And I end up rounding the edges to the top right and bottom right, and neither of them you see that they're rounded because of how I end up putting some of the cards. But that's okay. When you start a layout, you just don't know where it's going to take you, so you just go with it and change, you know, as you go. So there was a little frame that came in one of the die cut packs, and I'm going to cut it in 2 or 3, and I'm going to spread it around the layout like I like to do. I like to cut the frames and put one part of it in one cluster and then another part in another cluster. Now I have the bulk of the layout all done up. So now I'm going to glue it down, because once I start working on my embellishment clusters, I don't like the main part of the page to be, you know, scuffling around on me. I just want it to be stable, and then I can fuss with the embellishment clusters. Okay, so now I'm grabbing that frame and I'm trying to figure out how much of it I need to cut and the way I need to cut it. So basically I just kind of cut the top left corner of it, and then I'm going to take the rest of it and put it to the bottom right of the layout. And that's going to be 2 of my major clusters. So one of them I put it with my journaling block, and the other one I'm going to put it to the right of the layout. And then my title, I'm going to put part of it on the photo, which it's little letters that came from one of the sticker sheets from the kit. And it says My Little Chatterbox. So the My and Little are in blue, and Chatterbox is in that yellow font that came in the kit. And the word Chatterbox fits perfectly under the photo. And that was just totally by accident, because there was no way I knew that that long word would fit perfectly underneath the photo. And now I'm just playing with the die cuts that are brought in that kind of coordinate it with this layout. So to the bottom right of the layout, I have that frame that I cut in half. I have a circle die cut that looks like a little sunshine. I'm going to put a chipboard yellow heart, the little die cut that says smile. I'm going to put some washi tape and then a little part washi tape, and then a little butterfly that I'm going to create a little later on. And then I took some dots that I made myself and also some enamel dots from the kit. So that's one of the clusters. So right now I'm adding the word chatterbox right underneath the photo. And because I had put it on wax paper first, I knew that it was going to fit perfectly under the photo. So I knew I didn't have to start from the last letter. I could start from the first letter and just lay down the word. Okay, so the recording stopped there, so I need to start over again. So I had just mentioned that the word my little fit perfectly there, and he had a light blue PJs, and so the navy letters really popped on the photo. Now I took out my favorite washi, and I believe it's from Glitz, and it's a nice gold yellow, and it says smile. So I put it to the 3 clusters. I put it with the one at the bottom right, and then on top of the journaling block, and then I'm also going to create a cluster at the top left of the photo near the butterflies. So basically in that cluster I just put the washi tape, one of the die cuts that looks like a little flag, or a banner, sorry, and it says favorite. I'm going to put also a little chipboard heart and a enamel dot. Then the one with the butterfly, I wanted to add something there too. I just didn't want that card by itself. So one of the die cuts said cheese. And then I'm going to put remnants of something that I had cut off. It just looks like a little tag, and I'm going to put it there. An enamel dot, a little butterfly, and then a little sticker that says be still my heart. I also used one of the flares that came in the kit, and it just said sunshine, so I'm going to put it right there, that cluster with the journaling block. And then another one just said 365, and it's just like, he's my little chatterbox, 365 days a week, or a year, 365 days a year. He loves to talk. He's 19 months old, and he can repeat everything that you say. So he's quite funny. I'm going to use one of the little arrows that came from one of the sticker sheet. So again, I'm just using a lot of the die cuts that came in the kit, and I'm just trying to add as many die cuts as possible, because this kit is filled with die cuts. I'm finishing layout 10, and still now as I go through the die cuts, there's tons and tons and tons and tons of die cuts. So it's awesome to play with a kit like that has so much stuff. I have so many different choices. As I start a layout, I put everything that coordinates with that page, and I have a ton of choices, and then I have to narrow it down. So at this point, I just took some white cardstock and a couple of my washi tape, and I'm just putting strips of washi tape on top of the cardstock, and then I'm going to punch out some butterflies in navy and in yellow, and I'm just going to put them around the layout. And some of them I'm going to put some foam tape in behind their little wings so that they look like they're flying off. And these are Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, and I'm cutting them in half because those butterflies aren't, the biggest butterfly. They're kind of tinsy, wincy, so it doesn't need a big foam tape. So I'm kind of scattering them, around the layout wherever I feel it needs to be put. Now I took one of my markers in blue, and I'm just doing the little trail of the butterflies, and I just love doing that. For years and years ago, quite a long time ago, I'd say almost, my husband and I have been married 21 years, so it was right at the beginning that we were married. So probably 19 years ago, I did a lot of toe painting. And I used to do those little trails and the X's on the pages and the outlining. And, you know, I did so much toe painting. But it comes after a while that you have no room to put that kind of stuff on your wall. And I think actually I've kind of gotten rid of everything that I've ever done because it kind of went out of style. That's another thing. It kind of went out of style. So at this point, I'm pulling some of the yellow dots that came in the kit, and then I wanted some navy-ish dots and some white dots, so I went to my supply of are those perler beads? I believe they're perler beads. And so I found some white ones and some blue ones, and I'm going to use my quick dried adhesive to glue them down. Now I'm going to add some navy and some yellow mist to the layout. I'm going to bring it up, and then I'm going to show you some close-ups of each little areas of embellishment. And you can kind of see how those little butterflies are all distressed. They're so cute. And that's it. The page is done. So thanks for watching. Bye.